Hello ladies and gentlemen, Marauder X here back with more Let's Play Final Fantasy IX, and we're gonna go basically rob Lindblum. that's the goal. So first off, we're gonna sit here and steal 163 gil from the inn. Like, really? You just left who just leaves $163 just kind of sitting around? And we got an ATE, Small Town Night in a Big City. That sounds like the title of a song, doesn't it? So Steiner's wandering around completely lost. I remember this. Female Red Mage. I love that, you know, the job classes are some of the identifiers for NPCs. I'm Adelbert Steiner. I don't know how to get to the castle. And the Red Mage thinks that Steiner is coming on to her. I don't date bums. You should really scrape the rust off. It's disgusting. Oh, harsh. Especially since Steiner was really just trying to get directions. He's not Zidane. So, Grandma Pickle. I like Grandma Pickle. A little shine wouldn't hurt either. Yeah, what are you selling, Pickle? Called Geishel Pickles. One of Lindblum's delicacies. It smells terrible. Yeah, no. The worse they smell, the better they taste. I'm not sure that's actually how it works. And apparently not. Even the locals don't eat them in one bite. You're right, they are good. Well, you know, Steiner tried something new. He came out of his shell, so to speak. So, good for him. Alright, so we have, this takes us across the zipline tram to other sections of the town. We're gonna wander all the way back here. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna leave this section. Just keep going. Alright, so, we got a house up here, and this is where Steiner just was, so, hey, Grandma Pickle, did you see a guy in armor just hanging out around here? Alright, so come in here, and we get to take Echo Screen and High Potion, and we get to see inside the little clock there's a bird nest. You can see the bird on the outside and then the bird on the nest. It's adorable. There's a little thing over here about Card Collector number 7. It's a magazine about the card game. Rare cards are priceless. Yeah, that's basically telling you that you can level up cards by playing more. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna go left. And we're gonna go up this way. And this takes us to the church, which is just right over here. But first, we're gonna take a words. I'm failing at words. A tent hidden in the tree. I just could not say that. Alright, we're gonna come up here, and there is a leather plate there. And hop back down. And this is basically what we're doing this episode. This entire episode is just going to be us stealing things. There's really not much else to do. There's some story-related stuff that we can obviously do, but we're gonna focus on the taking of things in Lindblum. Alright, so we got the leather plate. And we're going to come up this side, and this is the shop section, which I'm going to be spending a little bit of time at in a bit, because there's some stuff here that we really need to deal with. And here is the synthesis shop. So he's telling you use the lower flame, because, you know, and when's he going to get it through his head? Master and apprentice. And we're going to come over here and we're going to take their silver gloves. And then I'll show off how this works. So we can make all of this stuff. We can make everything except for the yellow scarf, because we don't have any feathered hats. But we can make a glass buckle, that's a glass armlet, and a leather wrist. Desert boots are leather hat, leather shirt. Cotton robe is a wrist and a steeple hat. Ogre is 2 mage mashers, and butterfly sword is mage masher and a dagger. And we can see that's a different type of weapon. It's Zidane gets his special weapon in this is he gets basically a Tekkaman lance almost, or a swallow like from Chrono Cross, a double-bladed lance blade. So we're going to be doing a lot of synthesis here, but like I said, I'm not going to do it in this episode because we're going to need to come over here and we're going to need to buy some things as well, because this shop sells a whole bunch of stuff. We can buy daggers, mage masters. This is the first place you could buy the mithril dagger, iron sword, which we already have 2 of, javelin, rod, and fork. Javelin and fork are new. We don't have those. We can buy glass armlets, which I'm probably going to need to buy a couple of those. Steepled hats, which I already have 2 of, but we're going to need for synthesis. Headgear, I'm going to buy 1 of those. And then everything else we've got. But we never picked up a headgear, so it's inferior armor in terms of stats, but it does have abilities on it that we haven't learned yet. And then there's a medicine shop over there as well that we don't need to worry about, so. Now we need to go all the way back to the entrance, so give me a second. I'm going to cut that out, because travel time can be a bit long, so give me just a second. Alright, so the second we go into the zipline shot, we get a unskippable ATE. So, the nut smells really good, I think I'll buy one. And we get to see what Vivi is doing. Vivi's just, you know, he's a man about town right now. This place has a lot of unusual things. Is this food? It looks good. Looks like the sesame buns that Grandpa used to make. He talks about Grandpa quite often. Alice's item shop. There's going to be a festival. Well, I wonder what kind of festival. Are you friends with the Moogles? What? Item is called a Koopo Nut. Koopo Nuts are Moogles' favorite food. Oh, well, we learned something about the Moogles today. Oh, and Vivi gets a Koopo Nut for free, because why not? Yeah, what's the Festival of the Hunt? We let a bunch of animals loose and... Oh, that sounds like fun. Why do I get the feeling that she didn't finish her sentence? So fun about fighting savage beasts. Wait a minute, did I say animals again? Dun dun dun. Well, we now know how Vivi's going to get conned into this. So, alright, we need to go to the industrial district, is where we are headed off to next. And, like I said, I call it a zipline, but it's really just a little airship from district to district. And we don't get to see traveling through town to see how the districts are connected, but, you know, it is what it is. Granted, this is a PS1 game. Not really expecting a lot. Granted, there is a lot of information about the fact that the backgrounds for this game were done in HD. So, like, the pre-rendered stuff, like the town that I'm in right now, there is an HD version of that just never made it into the game. So, if there's ever any sort of hope that this game gets an HD remake, that's what they use. That they do that. So, alright, so we got leather wrist and we got bronze vest. And where do we need to go to now? We need to go in the house. So we need to go in this house. In the house. And we come up here. And we get a mimic card. And another steepled hat. So I actually don't need to buy a steepled hat. At least I don't think I do. I got a guy who's got some sort of mist engine that he's got going on there. And now we need to go to the theater district, so give me a second, I'm going to work my way back down to... Alright, so I'm now here in the theater district. And we're going to come out. And the theater district, there's a little bit of dialogue here, which is kind of entertaining. And another ATE. So we get ATE of steam engine. What is going on with the steam engine? I wonder if that's what that guy was working on. Oh, nope, Steiner's lost again. Town is big, castle's big. Why does everything have to be so big? There's an old guy just kind of standing there. What, you're lost? Yeah, I'm a soldier from another country. Castle that connects, or the bridge that connects castle and airship docks. So we can see some, military-looking vessels in there. What is the large airship? The Hildegard II. It's equipped with a steam engine developed by the regent himself. It can fly without mist. Oh, well then. How can it fly without being powered by the mist? This is the age of steam power. A bright future awaits us all. Well, impressive that, they were able to make flying steam engine. I would love to see a steam engine powered flight. Yeah. Alright, so over here we get 127 gil. And then we go down here, and there is a treasure chest in here that we want to get. That gives us an ore. So, the guide kind of describes it as the ore would be outside, so, no, the ore is inside. And we're gonna come down here, and this is the Tantalus hideout, where Zidane said that he wanted to go to before, so... This is it. No one's here, unfortunately, so... Looks like no one's been here for a while. So Zidane's just gonna lean against the gears there, trying to figure out what to do. And... they live in a clock tower, which is kind of awesome, It's very, Gargoyles-esque. And another unskippable ATE, what can I do? Dagger's just hanging out in the castle. Performance must have ended in the theater district. Is there anything you wish? I think I'd just go outside. Yeah, no, we can't let you do that. There are many people coming to Lindblum for the Festival of the Hunt, therefore things are quite chaotic in town. Yeah, I could see they probably can't have a personal bodyguard, but what they should do is send someone out to find Zidane and Steiner, and, they could act as her bodyguards. We'd acted as her bodyguards, for this long. But Dagger is a little upset. She really just wants to figure out what's going on with her mom and, fix things. Sadly, I'm getting a feeling that it's going to be a little more difficult than that. We've got Bunce and Lucella. And these kids are apparently members of Tantalus. Uncle Baku said if we find some treasure that we can be in Tantalus too. Okay, well, what treasure do you got, kids? Trick Sparrow's wings. That's okay, well, Zidane is at least, if that's not real treasure, Zidane's at least making them feel good, so. But the kids knew about the plan, so Princess Garnet's in the castle. What's she like? Is she cute? And they apparently know Zidane well enough to know if he asked her out. I think she's pretty busy. Plus, she's a princess, and I'm, a thief. Yeah, you should go see her. I love how the kids are like, yeah, go see the girl that you are infatuated with when you're around her. And then when you're not around her, you're hitting on barmaids. Alright, so we've got 282 gil. 68 gil, and 97 gil. So supposedly that adds up to 447 gil if I did the math right. And we get Mini Burmecia, which is a key item. And that is the most coveted piece of the famous triptych. You'll never see a rarer item. And then the Kupo Nut, which, if that's not a sign of endorsement, I don't know what is. Alright, so we got a little bit more that we can do here. So we're gonna go out and we get another ATE. Hey, we get to see what's going on with Baku. I was wondering what happened to them. Hopefully they're all alright. I mean, we know Blank is not doing well. Well, at least they have, you know, HP and MP refreshing water. Alright, so what do we do now, boss? We have... So I guess they know that Blank is petrified somehow. Alright, so I think it's better that the evil force stays petrified. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, why? Yeah, I guess that's a point. Like, there's gotta be another way to cure his petrification somehow. Well, they're not giving up, so that's good. Alright, what do you... And there's... I see a treasure chest in the background. What's... I guess that's what he's going after. The spring water... Spring water might make some good coffee. I'll get the fixins. No, please, not that. Alright, so... Tantalus seems like they're doing alright, you know. For the most part. Alright, so now we come down here, and the last thing that we will get to do in this episode is we see that there's a group of people for a fan club. Like, who am I? I'm Sir Zidane of Tantalus. Has anyone ever heard of you? No. Well, that's a blow to the ego. Member number 44. They're looking for an actor named Lowell. And there he is, and you can see everyone losing their minds completely. You know what's so special about Lowell? Like, I love you guys, but I need to get going. So he runs off, and a giant Moogle comes walking out. Moogle man, thank you for coming to see Moogle Wannabe 2. We came to see Lowell. Okay, well, yeah. But Zidane knows that that's really Lowell in the Moogle costume. So, yeah. That's... It's tough being popular. I should know. Except you don't know. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do in this episode, we're going to go and find out what Lowell is doing with a Moogle suit. And that's basically it for this episode. Like I said, I'm going to do some shopping. I'll probably do that off screen, because there's a lot to it. And we're going to need to get prepared for the Festival of the Hunt. So here's Lowell. Come over here and talk to him. Please, I'll give you this. He gives us his autograph. And aspiring artist Michael and Lowell are apparently friends. And Lowell is trying to convince Michael to be an actor, while Michael just wants to be an artist. And doesn't really take too kindly to his friend. But we can also get the Moogle suit that Lowell was wearing. So, we have that. And that's really about it for this episode. Like I said, I've got some stuff I can do off screen in terms of, you know, buying stuff. You get autograph for Lowell. Lowell Bridges, born in Treno, raised in Lindblum, famous for his masculine charm. Starred in Moogle Wannabe 2. Moogle suit. So well made. The fabric is nice, too. Little Lila would love it, eh? I can't have it. Lila's gram. What? That I got nothing for that. None of that makes any sense to me. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll save it off screen, and I'll probably figure out what I need to do equipment-wise before we progress the story. So, till then, later, everyone.